Hey, welcome back to the channel and to the last thrift of the year. I'm going to take you thrifting with me for the last time in 2025. I'll show you my haul from the last thrift trip and from my Ralph Lauren Christmas themed thrift. I'll also show you my top 10 favorite thrifted items from the year, as well as a couple of items that I regret not purchasing, the ones that got away. Let's get into it. On our way to a holiday party, we decided to stop at two thrift stores, the first one being this Restore in Connecticut. Restores are really good for finding furniture, so I'm hoping there might be some vanity options for Ed's bathroom makeover and maybe a mirror. I'm going to record a little voiceover because there was some music playing a little bit too loud. I thought maybe this white one would work. It's real wood that someone painted white, and I was thinking maybe I could strip it. I think it was like $15, so that's an option. Now I'm going to make my way over to the Christmas ornaments. I did think this was a good looking couch. White might be tough, but it is slip covered, so you could take that off and wash it. The couch is $250. They had a lot of wreaths and some garland. The decorated wreaths were a little bit more expensive than the ones that aren't decorated. The decorated ones were $5, I think, and the undecorated ones were $2. I'm really into the stripped down versions, so I like that one at the top there. And then this one here had real glass ornaments in it, and I really liked that. And that one was $25. The color is a little funny on camera. It was, just a little bit different. Not that kind of brassy red, and it was just a little, honestly, prettier in real life. I checked out this other wreath that had fruit on it. You know, I'm really into like sugar plum fairy fruit this season. I don't know why. Going through the garland here, I'm not sure how much each one was. Some I think said $10, and then when I asked the lady in the front, it was actually like $1, $2. They had these big buckets of ornaments organized by color. I like the idea of doing like a monochrome or monochromatic tree, but then you kind of keep it interesting with different textures. They had a lot of Christmas ornaments in these drawers that they'd pulled out of a dresser. Most of these were plastic and kind of cheap feeling when you touch them. They had vintage ornaments up by the register sort of set aside. You know how fragile those vintage glass ornaments are? If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, I posted, actually I think I might have posted it as a YouTube short too. It's just some of the ornaments that were sort of casualties this year. Honestly, just unpacking the boxes, and you know, they're so fragile that when you breathe on them, they break. So I lost a few. They had a bunch of Christmas trees. This little one in the stone urn had lights in it, but the lights don't work. I still think it's really cute. It has like berries and pine cones in it. I would just take the lights off, maybe put the tree outside on the front porch or on a tabletop. That'd be really cute. I want to do this whole tablescape next year with a bunch of fake evergreen trees. Just different colors, different styles, like some rustic ones, maybe some like whimsical ones. I'll either put all of the trees arranged on the dining room table, or I'm going to put them in this planter that I got at an estate sale and make it look like they have grown out of the planter, put some like maybe grass and like maybe snowy grass or something around them. This whole time that I was looking through the Christmas decor, Ed was looking for a vanity, but we didn't find one that worked. I really like this chandelier. I like the multi-tiered piece. I like that it's wrought iron, this black matte look. It's almost farmhouse looking. I like the drippy candle. Ed is kind of looking at something similar to this. It's just not multi-tiered. He's thinking of it for his dining room. I was in this section because I was picking out 2 lampshades. I'm trying to fit 2 different marble lamps for my sister. I thrifted them at 2 different times. The table is $20. I like this chair, which is really comfortable. I don't know how much it is. I think it's $20 too, because there's a sticker on the floor. There's a rocking chair version. I just don't know if I'm ready to commit to like a wicker chair in my house, because I already have, might be like too many basket wicker pieces. I picked up a few things at the Restore, and now we are headed to our second stop, which I've taken you to before. I know it's been months since I've shown you an update for Ed's bathroom, even though I keep talking about it. I was waiting until we finished the makeover, but rather than waiting until we're completely done, I think I'm going to make a part 2 video so you can see the progress we've made. Oh, it's 95. 95. Nice though. going to show you my haul from Red, White, and Blue, which I didn't show you in last week's video. And then I'm also going to show you my haul from the last thrift day. The first thing that I got at Red, White, and Blue were a set of little wreaths. I'm going to use these as decor on the dining table. So next year we might be hosting Christmas, and I just thought this would be a cute little table setting. You know, I'm gonna put like one of these on everybody's plate, and maybe I'll like customize them for each person. I could put like a bow on them, a name tag on them, and it could be something that I use all the time for me, or I could use them as like a gift, you know, that they take with them. The next thing that I got was this little canister. I just wanted something to corral some of these little spice packets and things that I have floating around my cupboard. And this one, a lot of times when I'm at the thrift store, they don't lock properly, but this one does. Watch me not be able to unlock it. Hey. So a lot of times they don't sit properly, but this one did, so I scooped it up. I think it was like $1, $2, $3, something like that. I think that's all I got from Red, White, and Blue. I got these at the Restore. It's a big bag of garland. I'm not sure where this is going to go yet. It's not going to go in the tree. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them, but I'll figure it out. It was a really big day for lampshades. I thrifted 4. So here's the first one. This is like a cone shape. This is the other one for me. I'm going to show you, I'm going to swap them out on this lampshade and tell me which one you like best. So we have this option. This is option 1, the original.
I'm going to show you the 3 lampshade options. For me, it's not about having the perfect proportions of a traditional lampshade and lamp base. I don't need them to match or suit each other perfectly. I actually like when they kind of don't look like they belong together, but they do. You know what I mean? In interiors, I like when there's something a little off in each room, whether it's an unusual item or items from various time periods being mixed together. I like the juxtaposition of objects in the home. That being said, comment below and tell me which one you like best. Option 1, 2, or 3. Now we're switching locations for the rest of this haul.
Remember when we went to Brimfield and I got my sister a marble lamp? By the time you see this video, I will have finally gifted it to her for Christmas. And I've been looking for lampshades. I found 2 potential lampshades. This one and then this one. I went to the Restore and I think they were like $2. So hopefully these will fit. I measured, but there's something about measuring and then when you see them on the actual lamp base that it's like, this is not working. I also got 6 of these. I'm not sure if I'm gonna list them yet. For now, we'll just have them on our tree.
Now for my thrift regrets from 2025. In no particular order, this first one is from the Red, White, and Blue the other day. I was a little bit too focused on looking for Ralph Lauren themed items for Christmas, and I passed on this. I wish I'd picked it up and I would have given it a makeover by painting the base a different color. Next up is this watercolor from Santa Monica. Right now, Ed is watching thinking, of course, because I have talked about this painting many, many times. There were logistical reasons why I didn't get it, and I regret not sorting that out and bringing it home. The next one is this berry bowl. If you see the price, which is $125, you probably figured out why I passed on it. It's not that I regret not buying it. I just feel like I'm going to be looking for this berry bowl for the rest of my life. I wasn't willing to pay that much for it, and I stand by that decision. This next regret is a wall hanging. I wish I'd picked it up when I saw it at the Newburgh Vintage Emporium. I filmed our return visit, and if you watched my video of that tour, I spent a lot of time looking high and low in that booth, but it was gone. This thrift regret was from our trip to an antique warehouse upstate that was liquidating its inventory. I am really into this rustic European country look right now, and I just wish I bought more pieces. I did make Ed drive me back there, but it was months later and the place had really cleared out. Even though I have some regrets, I have a lot of great pieces from 2025, and here are my top 10 favorites. Number 10 was from an artist estate sale, which is my favorite kind of estate sale. I'd been looking for a portrait of a sea captain, and when I saw this guy, he was giving like Belle's dad from Beauty and the Beast, kind of French baker, which scratched my sea captain itch. The first time my brother came to my apartment after I bought the painting, my brother was like, "What's up with this guy over here?" Everybody has a lot of thoughts about him. I think he's great. Speaking of great guys, here's another man I brought home this year. I got him at a tag sale. I was hemming and hawing about him, and Ed told me to put him down, walk away, and see how I felt. But I couldn't put him down. I was afraid someone else would snatch him up, so he came home with me. Now he lives among my other vintage items, like that DVD player I haven't used in 5 years. Number 8 is another find from an estate sale. I love these knobs. They just make opening my bathroom vanity a more enjoyable experience. I listed a lot of hardware from that estate sale on my Poshmark. I kept these for me. Number 7 was almost a thrift regret. I got them at a flea market. Originally, I thought they were too expensive and I didn't think the vendor would want to split up the set, so I took a photo and moved on, but I found myself looking at that photo often. The next 2 times we went to that flea market, I looked for the pieces and they weren't there. The third time we went, I found them in the first aisle, like the third booth. I walked right up to them and the vendor offered me all 4 pieces for the price I would have paid for one. I said yes and they came home with me. I still don't believe that I found them again. This is like one of those cases where I feel like the items found me.
That one's pretty.
Back to the antique warehouse for number 6. The inventory was a little overwhelming, but my eye caught this piece. I picked up this pink picture and carried her around with me. I love that it's muted colors. I love that it has signs of wear. I love the rustic, feminine feeling. I love that I feel like I'm bringing something with history and story into my home. Yeah, I just love her. Now, number 5 isn't even for me. This is my sister's lamp. I saw her across a field at Brimfield. I carried her around like a newborn baby until I could locate the vendor. I know I've talked about this before, but it's like that song from the musical South Pacific called Some Enchanted Evening. He's basically singing about how when you see the love of your life across a crowded room, you swoop in and you claim them. That's how I feel about marble lamps. They call to me. Apparently, they call to Ed and my sister, who have also become collectors of marble lamps. Number 4 is another estate sale find, which I showed you in my fall haul video. At the home of an artist, I picked up this painting and carried it around with me, hoping that it would be in my budget, and I was really happy to find out that it was. This is an example of not being afraid to negotiate with a vendor while remaining respectful of all the parties involved. Number 3, wouldn't you know it's another marble lamp? This is a baby lamp from Brimfield. Again, I spotted her across a field, kind of thrown to the side. I think the vendor thought she was trash, but to me, she is a treasure. She makes being in my kitchen fun. She makes me want to decorate the kitchen for her, but I really should finish Ed's bathroom and my bedroom before starting another project. Number 2 is this vessel. I follow this vendor on Instagram, so I was really excited to see their booth at Brimfield, which it was really like a huge tent, to be honest. Once again, I picked her up and carried her around before haggling a little. She has lived in several places in my apartment. I love the brown, blue, and white colors, how the paint is chipping off. I wonder what kind of life she had before coming to live with us. She looks good with all types of greenery. I love her so much, and I have no regrets. And number 1 is a Facebook Marketplace find. I got matching pine night tables for my bedroom makeover. Night tables might seem a little practical to be number one, and while I do think they're beautiful, maybe more importantly, they are so useful. I had open shelving here before, and to be able to put things into a cabinet and close the door is just chef's kiss. Ed knows I'm all about storage. Close it up, hide the clutter in something beautiful. They are handmade, they're a little imperfect, the wood is so smooth to touch. I love them. And that wraps it up for the year. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. For 2026, I'm planning more thrifting and antiquing and to be more regular with my interior design and DIY videos. Obviously, I thrift a lot, and I don't know if you know this, but sometimes when I find cool home decor items, I buy them, clean them, and I list them on my Poshmark. Right now, I'm running a promo. If you buy 2 items, you get a 10% off discount. So if you have liked some of my hauls, check out my Poshmark store, as a lot of those items have made their way over there. I love being able to connect you guys with beautiful things for your home. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a safe and happy holiday season, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye!